My name is Trish Kitchell. I'm the Vice President of Youth Development and Education for the YMCA of Greater Cincinnati. The YMCA works with children of all ages through various programs, and part of that is our early learning, our sports programs, aquatics, and various other venues and tools that we use to work with the youth we serve. Today I want to share with you how Zid Zid has become an important part of our work in our early learning space and the impact that they've been having on the children, parents, and staff that we work with every day in the YMCA. 2 years ago, I was connected with Zid Zid by a key leader in our organization, and from there a relationship was established around a common goal and a common vision for impacting the youth in our city. Zid Zid's passion, research, product, and willingness to partner with us are what really drew us to working with them and has led us to the close relationship that we have today in the work that we do. Studies show that that age which children learn a second language can have a significant impact on the structure of their adult brain. From birth to age 5, the child's brain is rapidly developing during that time. And while genetics play a significant role, scientific research has made it clear that the quality of the child's experience in those first few years, positive or negative, helps shape how their brain develops. And that these experiences have a lasting impact on their health and their ability to learn in school and life. Zid Zid has developed a tool that has given our teachers confidence in the classroom in teaching a second language through play and circle time. The platform has also given us a way to engage parents outside of our program time and assist them with learning how to become that child's first teacher and engaging in their child's learning experience. We are also seeing the children themselves using words and songs learned through this platform outside of formal instruction time and in the classroom during regular play. Second language learning has become the new normal in our YMCA preschool centers, and in 2017 we've been able to scale and implement additional locations within our system, and to date it's proving that to be an impactful component of our programs. The YMCA is a national organization, and the goal is to share what we're learning through our local work nationally with national staff and also through our YMCA system. Zid Zid has been such an important part of the YMCA, and I'm honored that they've asked me to share with you today the impact that they're making on our children and our programs. And so it's my pleasure to present to you Moulay with Zid Zid.
Thank you. Hello, I am Moulay Essakalli, co-founder and CEO of Zid Zid. And I believe that the way we go about learning foreign languages is dead wrong. Trish talked very eloquently about the benefits of learning another language early on. We all know that one of the coolest things in human relations is to be able to speak to someone from another culture. Magic happens. And research shows that children who speak more than one language have lifetime benefits in the areas of analytical and logical skills and problem solving and social and emotional development, an infinite number of advantages that are there for a lifetime. We also know that America lags behind in this area. We know that in Europe, 90% of the children are required to learn another language by the age of 9 before they attack a second foreign language in high school. We know that in China, they are teaching 1 out of 2 preschool children English currently. And we also know that unfortunately in America, less than 1 out of 3 children is exposed to a foreign language in elementary school. Despite the fact that research shows that the optimal age of learning is before the age of 6, when the brain is malleable, forming more than 1 million neural connections per second. It's not that you can't learn a language after the age of 6. It's just not as easy. And you might not be able to lose your accent. I'm speaking from first-hand experience. You would think that the EdTech companies would have solved the problem. But yet they have failed. Why? Because they've been putting the technology in front of students instead of empowering them to learn and engage into the learning. Dr. Perry Glass said, in order to foster language development, the exposure has to be person to person, especially in the early years, where the child needs that human interaction for growth and development. This is why we built Zid Zid. We built Zid Zid to empower teachers and parents to learn and drive the learning with their children together. This is why we are different. You see on the picture, it's small, but I want you to see that it's not a child on the screen. It's the teacher or the parent who's learning the basics and who's driving the learning. And we provide them with the toolkit of engaging storybooks and songs and multisensory, which is the best way to learn, multisensory play projects using the 5 senses, smelling, seeing, touching, and even tasting. So this is how it works. A teacher in a preschool is teaching colors, shapes, numbers, concept in English. Well, now they can weave in the same concept in Spanish or any other language. Very transformative for children. And it doesn't require adopting new behavior from the teachers, because this is what they do. So we make it very easy for them. We provide them with training videos. Anybody can learn colors and shapes in any given language if they have a little bit of a growth mindset and a will to do so. And then we provide them with engaging, age-appropriate storybooks and songs that children love. And then exploratory play projects. Who doesn't want that? And then the nice thing is the bridge with the home, where the parents can get involved, identifying the colors of the food as they're making dinner, or counting the number of white cars as they're commuting back and forth to school. How bad is that? How anybody can do it. We can turn anyone into a language teacher. That's what's cool about Zid Zid. Now, what's the competitive landscape look like? Well, on one hand, what's accessible are the apps, which are based on on-screen edutainment and have very little to do with a good early childhood education. The premium option are brick and mortar schools, language schools, or dual immersion schools, the best, if you can access them, but only a minority can. We are leveraging technology to bring best practices into any school and any home. That's what's unique about Zid Zid. And this is a very much underserved, growing market, a market that's growing by 7% a year due to demographics and dual income parents. We also have our eyes on international expansion, because most people around the world will do whatever it takes to help their children learn other languages, particularly English. And elementary schools in the US are low-hanging fruit because they want it, they just don't know how to do it. We started in the spring of 2017 with 3 intensive pilots with 3 leading institutions in greater Cincinnati area. The good thing is that all 3 turned into paid customers. Our goal was to start our soft launch at the beginning of this school year with 10 schools. We ended up picking up 12 in order to support them, make sure everything is working the way we intended to. The feedback currently is astonishingly positive, and we are ready to turn the switch for national expansion. And I am very encouraged and touched by the fact that Zid Zid is welcomed by all different strata of socio-demographics, from the Cincinnati Country Day of this world to the specialized Montessori environment, to regular public schools, to the Head Start programs through our partnership with the YMCA. Our goal for the next 18 to 24 months is to target the private schools, because they have more flexibility in making decisions, buying decisions. And our first goal is to go after the largest chains in the country. We're talking B2B here, right? And school for me, it's more like retail. And I am pleased to announce that we're already well on our way to create momentum. We have a partnership with the Gardner School that's been established, and most recently, we struck a partnership with the Goddard School, 500 units. So we're on our way. And we've got the team to do this. Julie and I are a husband and wife duo with 15 years of experience. We've built a business together around children's furnishing. Julie is an award-winning product designer. She's a Fulbright art teacher, and she's a children's book illustrator. She's the shit, like you said. Thank you. For myself, I have been around in technology and design and education for the longest time, for 20 years plus. I used to teach French when I first came to the States. And together, we are raising 2 children who speak fluently 3 languages. Thank you. We've garnered a number of international recognitions and awards during our first business together, and we are touched and proud by the local recognitions and accolades we have received since we've been in the area for the past several months. So thank you for that. And we've been able to bring together a team of very talented professionals who believe in our vision and are committed to make it a success. But don't take my word for it. Let's listen to what Rosemary Quaranta, the head of the Xavier Montessori Lab School, says about Zid Zid.
When we talk about best practice of education, we are talking about things like sensory integration, didactic materials, creating with natural objects and everyday objects, hearing it, seeing it, and the interaction that can come through assessing children, what they know, and are they ready to move on, and the engagement with parents. It's the keys to best practice of education, and Zid Zid uses all of them.
So I couldn't have said it any better. So if you'd like to help us raise smart global kids, please join us. Thank you.